Okay.
All right. So welcome to the Amazon Software Engineer interview. And can you tell me about what you know about our company, Amazon?
Uh, um, can you speak again?
Yeah. So can you tell me about what you know about Amazon?
Amazon is a very worldwide company, and it provides service in multi countries, in China, in the United States, and it was famous for its service, its delivery. But the most importantly is that it provides a very good online service. You know, the Amazon's its website, your daily use, then they connect to the preference of their customer. In this way, they has built a very large system that supports a large number of employees.
Nice. So in terms of this position, so why do you choose to apply? So, and where do you see your career moving?
Okay, so Amazon it's expanding and it's recruiting people, the engineer that is willing to devote it to the daily maintenance and the development of their website. Um, they have to increase their skills, so they need more talented engineer to build their website or to improve the performance and it for benefits their it would be beneficial for their future development, I believe.
Nice. So I'm looking at your resume right now. So I see you have done some interesting projects. Do you want to do a brief introduction about what projects you have done?
Yeah, sure. So I have done several projects, including some web project and a recent machine learning or deep learning project. But for the position I'm applying now, I would focus on the second project, which is tightly connected with software engineering, software development. So for the second project, it was the campus activity system. So this is a 4 people project, and I'm a leader, and my main task is to design the database and the backend part. And to be specific, I will briefly introduce the project. The target is to connect the activity message around the campus, and the feature of it is that it can show the location on their front end and then get back the location, the activity registration, and the comment or check-in features. So I built the system with the SSM structure, Spring, MVC, and Mabatis, and I deployed it on the server, and this is basically my part. So I were responsible to communicate with the front end and help them to better improve the user experience.
Nice. So can you tell me about a challenge or conflict you faced at past projects or internships, and how do you solve that?
Okay, so the most challenging part in my project is that the stabilization of the system. The system is easily crashed because of some bugs and some evil input of the users. So it is very important to set up a standard process from development to from developing the whole system. So our biggest challenge is that the front end it has many inputs, and we need to get back some field there might be empty and might do not it's not competitive with the encoding is not competitive, so it may cause that the the front end is completely messed up when the backend sends the information. So we did a lot of work about in internationalize and to use and the structure of the backend, we use more feature of the structure rather than make the function yourself. And it's if you use the existing API, it will prevent the evil errors that you cannot handle with.
Nice. So in terms of this position, do you require visa sponsorship in the future?
You mean?
Yeah, it's like the H-1B visa or
Oh yeah. I mean,
okay. So yeah, here I have some questions for you. The first one is easier, it's for warm up, and if you solve it quickly, we can move on to the next question. So I will send the link of the question in the chat. Yeah, do you want to share your screen?
Yeah, I will share my screen. And okay. So let me raise the questions.
What language do you prefer to use in terms of this?
I prefer Python.
Okay, sure.
Okay. So for these questions, the first thing come up on my mind is a brute force solution, and I will try to write it down. So first we can go through the wait a minute.
Can you tell me how you want to brute force to solve this problem?
Yeah, we can first iterate the T string, and for if the first character is matched up with the first one of S, and okay, I will just write it. So if we first iterate the X, if the first character of S is equal to the certain element of X, we were looking to the next character.
Yeah, sure.
Right. And we were looking to the next one.
You want to briefly explain why X should be equal to S0?
Yeah, so it's basically to judge whether you need to start searching the entire the the rest of the S uh, start to, if the first character doesn't match, we don't need to look into the T, the other characters. So,
Yeah, sure.
So we'll just use the index as the so using index is easier for us to get access to the following characters rather than just to look into the content itself. So. Yeah. Can start from the 0 position and can do a while loop. I mean, we can look further into, we can use the loop later, and I can further explore what happened if we come to the next one. So I'll add a Boolean as a result. The default Boolean is false, and we make it if every characters in the range is it matches, so the result will be true. So result will
Well, your solution has, yes, it's over. Yeah, I see you make some efforts, but some has some problems. So imagine if S is ABC, but T, it has multiple A's or multiple B's or multiple C's. How do you handle with this solution? Because maybe you are only checking whether the T contains a specific character, but you are not checking the exact number it has. So imagine if S has 3 A's and T only has 2. How would you deal with that?
okay. So for that cases, so let me write down your examples. For example, you mean T has multiple A, like A. We transfer the example A. So your example is okay. So if we take the example of one. So what you mean is there is multiple A like this one, or
I think it's multiple A's in S and only one A in T. You know.
so like this.
So this question is to check whether S is the subsequence of T, but if S has more unique characters than T, so it's like, for example, is S is AAA or T is ABC. How would you do that?
Okay. S is A. Okay, so in this case, I will go through my code. If S is triple A, and it goes through this one, and it all matches. Okay. Yeah. So I might find a bug because if it does matches, I will need to step one at one step over the I. So result is true, then I need to further explore the I. And does this solve the problem? Or not?
Yeah, you can try. Yeah, definitely try.
Okay.
You have some yeah, you can run your code to see if it met, pass the test cases.
Okay. Since I failed the first one. I may need to extend this book so that there were no misunderstanding. Ti equals T for the first one matches, and now the second one. And it goes all over the and
Yeah, do you want to explain why your answer doesn't pass the test case?
Yeah, because I this, I have some misunderstanding of this one. In my perspective, the subsequence I have misunderstanding because in my view the subsequence is the substring, but it's not. So yeah, I may need to think about this twice. So please give me 2 minutes and then look
Okay.
at.
Well, so for this question, I'll give you a hint. So I noticed that you are using 2 for loops, and the time complexity will be at least order n square, which is not very efficient. So, and also this question, if you observe, the string t, it has a certain number of useful characters which are contained in S, and certain number of useless characters which are not contained in S. Can you find out a way to, do some changes inside the T to make it matches to the S? And that's maybe a smarter way to solve this problem.
Okay. So to change the T, and I will try it out. So I will first try to go through T again and and find out if the elements is in the S. If it's not, if it is in the S, we just make it into the list. So make it into the list. And in this way, after we have filtered the useless sequences, we can just compare the if S is a subsequence substring of T. So we can okay. So okay, I will check the APIs about the string method in Python because if I'm using Java, it's
Okay.
easier for me. So T dash is the filtered string of T, and we'll try this code to find it works.
Nice.
And it works in the sample, and
maybe you can add more test cases to see if we pass the test cases.
So I need to write the test cases myself, right?
Yeah, you see that there's a button, use example test cases. That's where you can add more test cases on your own. Yeah.
Gotcha. Works at the second one, and I will try the repeated example. And
yeah, that looks good to me.
okay, I just didn't see my test cases when I'm trying to click this one. Okay, yeah. So that works for this example. And
yeah.
And do I need more examples to?
Never mind, you can submit at any time to see if you pass the auto grader.
Okay, there is a round answer.
Yeah, there's definitely some edge cases that you need to consider in this question. To always consider some edge cases.
So for the corner cases, include output one, that is right. Maybe okay. Okay. So for this case, it might be too long. Or no,
We have about 5 minutes left. If you feel free to take your time.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Do you have any hints about this?
Yeah. So there are some edge cases. Do you consider what happens if S or T is null, or is empty? Is an empty string? What happens if T contains more duplicate characters that S has? That's also a problem.
Okay.
You need to consider.
I know what you mean. So for the corner case one, for example, the S is larger than T. It might not be a question because if S is larger, it's just skip it. And for the next one, if for the next corner case, if S is empty string, and it should be always in T dash, so I think those two corner cases can be solved, but for the one who raised the arrow, but maybe I cannot. Do you have any hint about this specific?
Yeah, so the notice that the S string S here is lead code with multiple E, but I doubt that the string T also only contains lead code with two E's. Do you want to add a test case to see whether it will pass the grader? Yeah.
Okay.
So it's
so there is multiple E, and
yeah, no need to worry about this case. You can just add your own test cases on the
okay.
At the bottom.
Very cool.
Yeah, you see the problem is here.
That's true. That code. That's cool. Okay. So I filter this code as using T. I need to check the number of the T. Okay, I will try on my console to check about this in. Okay. Well, seems that doesn't work as I expected. So I will look into it.
Okay, time is up. It's we are running short on time. I see you made great efforts solving this question, and we will notify the decision and sending you an email in the next week. And it's a great pleasure working with you. And bye.
Okay, thank you.